Hello, hello. Hi,
Hello.
everybody.
Welcome to another episode of
It's a new day. It's a new you.
Happy Friday, everybody. If this is the first time you're tuning to this episode, we do this episodes 1, 2, sometimes over 3 times per week. And the goal of this episode is to encourage you and to inspire you that if you had a tough day yesterday, there's always a new day to become a new you, to become all that God created you to be.
Yes. So, if we haven't met yet, welcome to our page. Our names are Dave and Roxanne Ubiso, and we're coming from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. So, we'd love to connect with you. Let us know in the comments where you're tuning in, and what time it is. How's the weather there? For us, it's March 26th, and it's 4:58 p.m. Mountain Time.
That's right. Now, every time we do this, do the new use, we always phrase it in a question. And the question today is?
The question today is why you're not achieving your goals.
Yeah, why you may not be achieving your goals yet. And that's a very kind of important topic because, we all have goals at the beginning of the year. And
yeah, it's already March.
Maybe you've been setting goals and you're not achieving it yet. Maybe what we're going to share with you today is going to help you achieve your goals even better, right?
Yes. Thank you, Jen from Australia. Wow, Melbourne, Australia. Hi, Lynn. Thank you. Happy Friday. Irene, Anne, thank you. Good afternoon from Langdon, Alberta. Oh, that's like
not too far from here.
Not too far from us. Stacy, thank you. Watching from Houston, lovely. Dave has a family there, cousins. And thanks for sharing. Irene from Toronto here. Abby, thank you guys. Yes, definitely you can share that, Vivian. Thank you for sharing our page. Frederick, Maryland. Wow, that's amazing. Melissa, Auckland, New Zealand.
Wow, welcome.
Noon time. Veronica. Thank you guys. So we love to look at your comments here. Let us know. If we don't get you, we'll look at it later on. From Orangeville, Marielle.
Yeah, there are 2 reasons why you may not be achieving your goals yet. And the first reason is this, is that you're not maybe committed yet to that goal. Because there are people that have a goal and they're just interested, right? They're not committed yet. So the question is, are you interested or are you committed? Now, committed is you get to a point that you're ready to die trying, right? So for example, I always give this analogy when I do coaching calls, right? What if we give you a mission and that mission is to climb Mount Everest, right? Mm-hmm. Even just thinking about that goal, it's already hard because we're talking about Mount Everest. Now, but here's the thing, we're gonna give you a coach that will train you how to climb Mount Everest. We're gonna even give you a guide to go up there, all the time off in the world and the money. But even with all of this is still so hard, right? Now, if your only goal to get to the top of Mount Everest is to take a selfie so you could tell the world, right? The days that you're frustrated, you're cold, you're almost, freezing to death, you're just gonna go home because it's not worth it, which means that you're not committed to this goals yet. But let's change the script. What if somebody waiting out there is somebody you love? For example, if you're married, it's your spouse, or maybe it's your kids, right? So that's when you become committed because you're ready to die for that goal. It doesn't matter how cold it is, how freezing it is, how almost you're gonna die, but you're gonna go up there, right? And again, committed enough that you're ready to die for your goals. Now, we're not saying literally die for your goals, but what I'm saying is you gotta get to that point that you're ready, whatever it takes, to make it happen so that you can achieve your goals, right?
Yeah, like for us, our goal. Before I get pregnant, before like a couple of years ago, my goal or our goal is to have 6 packs, right? And the reason is that we just want to look good, to look at the, in the picture, it will look good, right? But then until now, right, we still don't have.
It has changed a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But it's not like we don't have like that drive. We're not really committed to have that 6 pack. Right, we're just interested.
But now,
but then in our business, because we're committed to our business. We've been doing this online business for over 2 years now. We're successful, thanks be to God, but we're committed, meaning to say, we invested in our time, we invested in our money, in our advertising, in mentoring. We're invested in the way we put attention to it, right?
Yeah. So again, are you interested? Are you committed? Maybe that's the first reason, right?
Mhm.
Maybe you go back to your reason why. Why are you doing it? The goal. If you turn it to a interested to a committed goal,
Yeah.
that's one thing that can help you achieve your goal.
Yeah, and even committed means that, like are you committed on putting that time, right? Maybe 2 to 3 hours a day in the beginning, right? Or 10 to 15 hours every single day learning new skills, right? Because sometimes, we could just be interested, like it would be great if we earn money here, if it would be great if we lose weight, right? So it's really, ask yourself, why am I not achieving my goals? Am I only interested, or am I really committed? And
Yeah.
you're the only one that could be so honest to yourself and say, I'm committed, or I'm just interested, right?
Right. So the second reason that you may not be achieving your goals is that maybe you're not flexible. Now,
Mhm.
be committed to the purpose. Your purpose is to be successful in your goal, but you need to be flexible in the process of getting there, because there's not only one way to
Yeah.
get to your goal, right? There's many ways, right?
Mhm.
Allow God to give God the flexibility to get there in the process of going there. It's really important to understand that flexibility is important. I love this story. This guy was sharing that, this guy was in the Philippines, and he lives in this province, right, where there's a lot of trees. And then a storm came in, like a massive storm, right? And he woke up the next day, and like you see, like roofs on the floor, trees down, like coconut trees, other trees, banana, all down. But there's this one tree that was standing, and that tree was the bamboo tree, right? Because other trees, right, when the storm hit, right, they tried to stood their ground, and they broke because they tried to fight against that wind. But the bamboo tree was flexible. He swayed with the wind, he went with the wind, and it's still standing. Now, we're sharing that with you because that is what flexibility is, right? If it's not working, don't stand your ground, right? Allow God the flexibility so that you can get to your goals, right?
Mhm.
Maybe God is leading you this way instead of like saying this. For example, for us, right? We shared with people that we tried a lot of businesses, right? And we sometimes we were stuck to one business. Now, if we weren't flexible to the process of getting to
Yeah.
our goal, the goal is to help Roxanne's parents retire. Our goal is to that when we have a child, right, that we have the time freedom to spend every single, if we weren't flexible to the process of the opportunity that we're in, we would be stuck. Some people I know, right, in our previous business, they're still there until today, right?
Yeah.
Even though they know clearly it's not working, it's not for them, right? You gotta be flexible because God is telling you something, right?
Yeah, and also being flexible means that, let's say for us, like in advertising, right? If one platform, let's say Facebook, we love Facebook, right? But if Facebook is not working for you, right? Find a way to learn a new skill, to learn YouTube advertising or LinkedIn advertising, and be flexible on, what, this is not working yet, right? Or this is not working. I have to find a way to make it work. Don't say, okay, this is not working, maybe it's not for me. Flexibility is really like, being like so focused on your goal, so focused on the end goal, but on the way there you're flexible, right? So really like be flexible on where God is leading you. Like always ask the Lord to, okay, Lord, what is it that you want me to do, right? Like ask the Holy Spirit.
And if some of you that are checking us out and considering a business opportunity or an online business opportunity, maybe also be flexible in the vehicle you're in. Maybe you're so fixated in just a job, right? You this job, but you have a goal to, earn more money, or have a goal to, pay off debts. But realistically, your income is only making this much, right?
Yeah.
Be flexible. If you've seen an ad, whatever, many times over and over, just check it out. Be flexible because God is leading you to some places. And if you're not flexible and opening yourself like the bamboo, well, you're not gonna get to God where He's leading you, right?
And it also comes down to humility, right? When when God, basically humility is really being humble enough to say, okay, this is not working for me. I'm committed. I'm doing all the best that I can. I'm taking action, but it's not working. What can I do differently? That's really humility, and asking, or flexibility and humility is asking, okay, what should I do differently, right? And for us, where I'm grateful to God that I honor my husband for being so flexible, that he's not giving up on our dreams of having that time freedom and financial freedom, but he always find a way to make it work. And that's it's a skill. It's like I'm he's more flexible than me. So like you have to work on yourself if you're not flexible and humble enough to, what, I can't do this alone. Lead me, Lord, right?
I love Tope's comment. He says the bamboo tree is well rooted. That is why it's able to stand firm. Absolutely, 100%. In fact, there's the bamboo tree. I can't remember where I saw this, but it takes about 5 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it grows down its roots, right? For 5 years, you won't see a thing for 3, 4, 5 years. I remember seeing the legend of the bamboo tree. But then on the 5th year, it grows like crazy, like 5 feet a day, because it's growing down first. So there's two things about a bamboo tree. First of all, it's well rooted, true, but it's also flexible. And we know this because we live in the Philippines. I love bamboo trees because they just sway, because storms are crazy in the Philippines, right? But that's amazing. Great point. Thank you.
Gerardo says, I need to be flexible in learning Google, YouTube, or other ways of advertising besides Facebook. That's right. Anne Marie, that's hard. Along the way, you always get frustrated. I love your analogies, Dave. It's awesome. Sometimes we are committed but don't take any action. Yeah. So really, I would say you're interested because you're not taking action, right? So yes, we're guilty on other areas, right? So really ask yourself, are you committed or are you interested? I'm committed. Have been for 2 years. Thank you. Yes, not quitting, basically. Thank you, Melissa. That's really good. I'm committed and have been here for 2 years. Amazing. Thank you, guys. We love reading your comments here. Thanks for not giving up. I'm grateful that you didn't. Here I am as a product of that decision. Amazing, Eileen. Thank you. Oh, awesome. So
the verse for today.
So the verse for today is coming from 1 John 3, verse 18. It says, let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth.
Yeah, it comes down to that. I can't remember who commented, he said that he's committed, but he's not taking action, right? You got to take action. Commitment is action, right? They say the old, quote that says, actions is more louder than words. It's true, right? Loving without, for example, loving someone without saying it and doing it, it's just so different than actually doing it. So commitment is really taking action consistently day in and day out, even if it's not working, and being flexible to the process, right? So I hope we give you value today. Our goal is to always inspire you, encourage you, so that you keep going in whatever area in your life that you have. So that is another episode of It's a New Day, It's a New You. Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday. God bless you. Bye.